going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, January 20th, 2022. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I know I've said this before, but good training partners are worth their weight in gold. When you have someone who demands better for you, it always brings out your best. And I think we're seeing that right now with Breon Ansley and Mohamed Shaaban. Earlier this week, there were a handful of videos floating around of these two training legs together for the Arnold Classic preparations. And one of the things that jumps out right away is the intensity that they're bringing to every single set. These two are pushing each other to the absolute limit, and with the depth that we're going to see in the Classic Physique division and in the Open, that's what it's going to take to make it to the first call out. And at the end of the day, if they both end up contending for titles, the fact that they pushed themselves so hard during these sessions will be a big part of that success. Now I want you to forget everything I just said about training partners for a minute and concentrate on what you're seeing in this video from Nathan Asha, because he's one of the few people who can go to the lone wolf route and make it work. With all the talk about William Bonac and Steve Kuclo and Brett Wilkin, it seems like Nathan might be getting overlooked as a serious threat to bring home the Arnold Classic title. Truth be told, you can make the argument that he had the best post-Olympia run out of anyone in bodybuilding. And considering the fact that it wasn't all that long between the end of his 2021 season and the start of his Arnold prep, I think there's a very real possibility that we get the best version of Nathan that we've ever seen. And if that does come to fruition, do we really think that anyone in the lineup will be strong enough to hold him off? If you're heading out the door to train back today, you might want to keep this one tucked into your back pocket, because Joe Mackey is out here trying to deliver a little bit of Thursday motivation. In case you missed it a few days ago, Joe released this video of him smashing 800 pounds for 3 reps on the deadlift. And even though the numbers themselves are crazy, the fact that he made it look so easy might be the craziest part of the whole thing. I know there are a lot of guys out there who can move pretty big heavy weights, but 800 for 3 is going to be hard to beat for 99.9% of all the IFBB pros. So if his contest season goes even half as good as his strength training has gone so far, it looks like it's going to be a big year down the road for the Mackey camp. How's this for an off-season update? A few days ago, Blessing Awodibu released these update photos on his Instagram, where he claimed to be tipping the scales at over 300 pounds. And if those numbers aren't inflated, I think this is fair to say that it is the best he's ever looked at this weight. For most athletes, the rookie year is one giant learning experience, and that has been the case for Blessing too. But the key to progress is learning from those experiences and then doing whatever you need to do to make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes. So if he hits the ground running in year 2, we know he learned his lesson, and from there on out, it's only a matter of time before we see it reflected on the scorecards. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.